What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another mysterious review. Today's review is going to be for the highly anticipated Knives Out. Written and directed by Rian Johnson, one of the most polarizing directors surprisingly working today. And this movie has the biggest cast that you're going to see throughout the entire year. Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Toni Collette. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Knives Out is an original murder mystery film, and we follow this family. And after the passing of this author figure, played by Christopher Plummer, the family is being convinced of a murder, and Daniel Craig plays the lead investigator of this case. And as he says in the trailer, "I suspect foul play." And that's what the plot to the movie is. That's all I'm saying. You guys have heard me talk about Knives Out throughout, my most anticipated of 2019, that I have been looking forward to this movie ever since it was announced. And because I love Rian Johnson, and yes, I love Last Jedi. Come at me, haters. I'm just kidding. Last Jedi I thought was a great Star Wars movie. Despite that being the most divisive Star Wars film, I love the ambition and the drive Rian Johnson had. And also Looper and Brick. This guy has made so many great ambitious films. Knives Out is a really fun time at the movie theater. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a really clever, really original murder mystery film that I thought was really good. It's not a perfect movie though. It does have little issues with it. But still, I think it is a classic time at the cinemas, and I'm looking forward for you guys to seeing this. As I said at the beginning of this review, all the cast members all of their performances are so electrifying and magnificent and over the top. Daniel Craig plays an investigator, and he is so over the top in this movie. He is like a cartoon character, but I don't care. Because Daniel Craig, when he puts on that southern accent and he's just a cop saying all these lines, it works. Because of the tone Rian Johnson is going for. It completely works. Daniel Craig was one of my standouts, but the two standouts for me were Ana de Armas. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing her name. And also Chris Evans. Chris Evans was my favorite part about this movie. I knew he would be one of the scene stealers going in, and he totally is in this movie. Picture Captain America, but the complete opposite. That is Chris Evans' character in this movie. He is everything I thought he would be. He is an asshole, a sarcastic asshole, and he nails it perfectly. Michael Shannon as well was fantastic. Michael Shannon's great in everything. And just Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Keith Stanfield, all these cast members, even though they don't have the big amount of screen time as I hoped, they all were great. And all of their scenes were so well written. Rian Johnson is a damn good screenwriter. The way he has all these characters going back and forth with each other, either having arguments or just conversations. Rian Johnson films the scene gorgeously and just has one character talking and then a bunch of characters are screaming their heads off at each other, and it's funny when it needs to be, and the comedy nails it onto the T. And this is a murder mystery, so you're probably asking, how are the murder mystery elements in here? The murder mystery aspects are so well incorporated in here. It felt like a throwback Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express type of whodunit movie, but just better. Murder on the Orient Express, which came out in 2017, I thought that movie was so bad and highly disappointing for a Kenneth Branagh movie. But in here, Rian Johnson takes that similar formula, but just does it in a completely twisted way. There are some kid characters in here that are added into the movie, like Jaden Martell. You may know him from It Chapter 1 and 2 as young Bill. And he is on his phone throughout the entire movie. His character is addicted to his cell phone. He has one funny part of the movie, but he's just added in here just as a family member. I wanted more of him. And also Catherine Langford is also in the movie. While some of her scenes in the screen time she had in here was great, there's just not enough of her. And that's pretty obvious because there are other main characters in this movie. The final act of this movie it was kind of a obvious thingy that happens, but I didn't hate it. Like, I can see some people being turned off by the final 20 minutes of this movie. You know, it goes like this, it goes like that. And the reason why I'm talking like this, guys, is because if I talk about something really in depth, I'm basically revealing a spoiler. So I'm really trying not to spoil this movie for you guys because it comes out next week. I did kind of see where it was going, and I did end up being right, but still, it's not awful. I really enjoyed this movie. Just some gripes I have to point out. In the end, guys, Knives Out is exactly what I thought it would be. A classic murder mystery with a lot of charm to it and a lot of mysterious vibes to it. A lot of shady stuff that goes on in this movie that works. Performances that are extremely over the top but completely work in here. Some of the best of the year. And Rian Johnson made another classic one to the books. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Knives Out a 4.5 out of 5 stars. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Knives Out. What did you guys think of Rian Johnson's new murder mystery, Knives Out? Did you guys absolutely love it like me? Did you think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.